time for our first spooky review. It's October 1st, so spooky review time. Anyways, I guess it's not so spooky, but we have a Borealopelta from Mattel. I saw this thing at Walmart and I thought it looked really cool, so here it is. It's sort of a cool dinosaur because it was the one that they found mummified and very well preserved, so it's kind of a spooky dinosaur. I don't know. But anyways, we have the Jurassic World Dino Trackers Danger Pack Borealopelta here. It looks awesome, actually fairly nice for a Mattel figure, and it looks actually really good. I'm not even gonna lie, it looks really good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. You just got some basic Dino Trackers packaging with the desert biome in the background there, and not really anything special, nothing crazy. You've got some other figures in the line. Pretty cool. That's pretty much it for the packaging, so let's just break it out of the box because yeah. And here's the Borealopelta out of the box, and it looks great. Just looking at it straight out of the box, you can see there's lots of details and everything, but we'll jump right into that because it's a actually fairly well detailed figure. Up here at the head, you can see it's not that well detailed. I mean, it's sort of just scattered around the top of the head. You can see some scales and larger scoots up there. The beak is sort of sculpted out, sort of nice. The eye actually seems to be on the eye. Is it on this side? You gotta make sure. This one's actually fairly nice, because usually Mattel always messes up the eyes. I guess this one is spilling out a little bit, but this one is almost perfect. But yeah, you can see that you've got some larger scales, well, not really scales, but they're like spikes and things, some osteoderms there, some plates and scoots running down the back. In the neck here, you can see there's some skin folds and wrinkles and some scales. A little bit of scales there. Running down the back here, you can see it's actually very well detailed with some scoots and osteoderms running down the back all the way to the tail. Looks really nice. You can see there's some really nice skin texturing there. The spikes here on the side, nicely sculpted, and they are also molded in separate plastics, so you don't have to worry about any paint rubbing off. I love that they do that. And down the tail, looks really nice. I especially love the sculpt of the tail. I love how it's sort of pointing the other way, and it looks really nice. You can see there's some spikes there and some osteoderms. Looks really nice. On the underside, you can see it is also very nicely scale textured. I don't know what I'm saying. Very nice scale texture there. Of course, on the belly, it is a little bit smooth. It's always really like that with these figures. The side here, you can see some wrinkles and folds there. You can see some larger scales. Some larger scales on the leg and some skin texturing and some scales there. Looks actually really nice. Of course, claws are not painted because, yeah, it just, why would you want that? But anyways, moving on. On the elbow here, I noticed these weird looking scales. They're like candy corn shaped. I don't know what in the world. They look weird. Maybe they do have that and I'm just going insane. I'm not very familiar with Borealopelta, but I don't know. It looks weird, okay? It looks really weird. On the arm here, you can see a little bit better scaling on here. It looks actually pretty nice. And that's pretty much it for the details and everything. Articulation, you have the neck here, which can swivel all the way around. You can go a little bit up and down, not very much though. The arms, of course, can also move. They can move quite a bit, just they hit up on the armor and you can't really move them past that area. The legs, of course, are also articulated, but again, they hit up against the armor and don't move. And the tail can rotate, as most of Mattel's figures can. And hey, look, there's paint on the tail. Oh my gosh! Is Mattel actually painting the tail? Even though it's a little bit, that's a start, okay? Overall, this figure is pretty nice. The paint on it, there's not much paint, but the different molded plastic looks really nice. So basically, the whole body, the underside of the body, is a sort of an orange color. It looks a little bit lighter on camera, but it's sort of a peachy orange, I would say, for the underside. And it has under the jaw here and on the neck, it's sort of a cream color sprayed on there. Just a little bit. It doesn't run the entire belly. It just randomly on the jaw. Because Mattel loves making the jaw a different color, even on these herbivores. And of course, the top of the body is sort of the armor is brown, and it looks pretty nice. And like I said, the spines here, I don't know, the spikes, I don't know what to call them, are molded in separate plastic and are sort of a gray color, which honestly looks really good. Looks really nice. Of course, no claw paint, and really the only paint on this figure is some on the head, the eye, under the neck here, and on the tail. That's pretty much it. And honestly, it does the job. It looks great. Looks pretty nice. Overall, this figure is a fairly decent Mattel figure. And honestly, it doesn't really even look like a Mattel figure. It looks very nice. But honestly, it's probably my favorite small Mattel herbivore. It looks really nice, and I'm glad I grabbed it. Here's the scan code if you wanted to scan it into the Jurassic World app. It is not focusing on it, but there. Yep. Okay, so my issues with it is the colors are very nice, but this is one of the only dinosaurs we know what color it was, since it was found as a very well-preserved mummified remains. It would have been really cool to see the accurate colors of sort of a purplyish red or like a pink red on it. That would look really cool, but you know, we didn't. It would have been really cool, but they didn't do it. So, but this paint job does look quite nice. I will say that. Overall, it looks very nice, and I think it's a pretty cool figure. So that's pretty much it. It's not that big of a review or anything. It's just Borealopelta. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye. Happy spooky season.